Hello, I'm Robin from Molten Music Technology, and I'm Robin from ProAudio.com. It's been 3 years since I seized the opportunity to become independent and gave birth to Molten Music Technology. And even in that short amount of time, the landscape of computer music has changed considerably. And what we do here at Molten Music Technology has continued to evolve to meet those challenges. But first, let's update you on what's going on over at ProAudio.com. Robin. Thank you, Robin. Well, it's been quite a difficult time for the Surface this year. After the amazingly positive experience of the Surface Pro 3, the Surface Pro 4 has brought some challenges. Anyway, let me tell you all about it. So come with me inside the lab and we'll talk there. So welcome to the laboratory, if you like. What I'm trying to do, what I want to do now is create kind of a more permanent home for my Surface Pro 4, because I tend to be taking it apart, taking it elsewhere, plugging different things in and messing it about, and every time I come back to it there's a whole load of stuff I've got to go through to get it set up and working again. So my intention from here on in is to have this space here as a permanent music making Surface Pro 4 wrangling space, and hopefully that's going to enable me to churn out a lot quicker videos and demonstrations and examples and first impressions and just thoughts and processes that I'm going through with the Surface Pro 4. Because I am acutely aware that I haven't really been producing as much content as I would have liked. I mean, ideally, since the beginning with the Surface Pro 4 and the Surface Pro 3 before it, I'd aimed to release at least one video a month. And so far I've had this for 8 months and I've released 7 videos. So I'm not really on target. Not far off, but I'm not on target. So having a more permanent space for my music adventures with the Surface Pro 4 is, I hope, going to help me roll out a lot more stuff. Now, however, one of the reasons why it takes me so long to produce a video is that the depth and the quality and the information that I'm trying to get across to me is really important, and I don't want to just throw stuff out there or make any comment that is not properly thought through or researched or tried and tried again and then tested and then retested, you know, the sort of thing. However, I think there is room in my life for some lighter, less deep videos on the surface, stuff that I can just chuck out there and say, well, this is what I'm doing this week. So my plan from here on in is to do a little weekly video on this is what I'm doing at the moment with the Surface. It will be perhaps what I'm making musically, it will be something that I'm trying out or testing, or some problem or bug that I found, or some solution, or just something funny. Who knows? Anyway, but I will endeavour to try to kick those out every week if I can. And I will still be doing lots of in-depth stuff, but that is what really takes the time. Sometimes I can take weeks working through a particular thing, like with the mega test or with the virtual instruments test that I did. It's enormously time consuming. And those things are really good and really important, and I will continue to do that sort of level because I think people enjoy that. I get a lot of feedback that the depth and detail that I go into is very uncommon on music technology sites, and so the detail that I go to is very welcome and required, and I will continue to pursue that sort of thing. However, getting some good quick information out there is also useful, so I'm going to start doing a bit of that. A lot of the comments I get on the videos seem to suggest that the Surface Pro 4 isn't any good for music. I really don't think that's what I've tried to get across. I'm pretty sure that I've attempted to demonstrate what works and what doesn't. There are certainly some challenges with the Surface Pro 4, things that weren't there with the Surface Pro 3, but also there's a lot of technology in here that's much better than the Surface Pro 3. And if you watch my videos all the way through, I think I can demonstrate that the vast majority of bits of software, Cubase, Reason, Ableton Live, FL Studio, all those sorts of things can work perfectly well on the Surface Pro 4. It just takes a little bit of love and care, that's all. Some bits of software like Pro Tools doesn't really run at all. Studio One has some issues, I think, so it's not flawless by any means, but it certainly works very well, and I use it live all the time. Hopefully, with my quicker throw out there type videos, I'll be able to demonstrate the reality of running music software on the Surface Pro 4. Since I did my mega test, there have of course been multiple updates for the Surface Pro 4 and for Windows 10. And so I really need to be redoing those tests to see if anything's changed. Has anything instantly improved? Have things got better? Is the CPU under more control? Or has it gone even worse? I don't know. These are things we need to find out. However, there's been a long-running rumour that Microsoft are about any time to loan me a Surface Book. And so I keep putting off redoing these tests in the hope that the Surface Book will arrive and I can do comparison tests with that as well, because that would be amazing. However, it's taking a long time. I mean, I've signed a form that says, yes, I will take this loan of a Surface Book and I will give it back and I won't do bad things with it. But there's still no sign. But I'm hoping that any moment now, the bloody thing is going to turn up. And then, finally, I'll be able to sit the two side by side and demonstrate if there's any advantage to the Surface Book over the Surface Pro 4. I mean, it's only been out for a bleeding year, but I think that would be really interesting. So I'm holding off redoing all those tests until that happens, which should be soon. Hooray! So alongside all the new and fruity videos I'm going to throw out there, I have a list of things I want to do in a bit more depth. First of all, controller software, MIDI controller software, touch MIDI controller software. So stuff that can run on the Surface Pro 4 that will turn it into a MIDI controller for other software. Things like YMIDI, things like Emulator, Yecco for Ableton Live, 14-bit MIDI and D-Touch, maybe, not sure about that one, Zotopad, and any others that sort of creep up. They seem to be coming up a lot now. There's far more out there than there was. When I thought about doing this, I could think of 3. Well, now there's double that number. So it's starting to become a really interesting side of things. And I want to do all of those in comparison and in depth individually as well, if I can. So that's my next plan. I also want to do a review on the Keith McMillan K-Mix that I have here. It is, on paper certainly, the most ideal audio interface I've ever come across. I've always wanted one forever, and now I have one. And I want to do a review on it because I think that will be very interesting, because it is quite unique, quite different, and quite touchy. Do I like the white spongy stuff? I really don't know. I don't know. I'm still working on it. We shall see. I'll also be putting my wish list together for the Surface Pro 5. That's been rumoured lately. Apparently in October, which is about now, I usually get invited over to a big Microsoft party, but haven't done so this year. I don't know, I guess I'm not in favour anymore, perhaps, because I say things like, the Surface Pro 4 doesn't really work very well for this. And, you know, that doesn't generally get you invited to Microsoft parties. But we'll see. Is there a Surface Pro 5 around the corner? Probably. Will it be announced this month? I don't think so. But I'll put some thought into what I think should be in it. So, in summary, lots more goodies to come. Robin. Thank you, Robin. Over at Molten Music Technology, our main business is still very much building computers for musicians and music production. They can be quite difficult things to get excited about. I mean, it's a computer, how exciting can it possibly be? But we're launching a new initiative to try to get across exactly how exciting computers are and how they should be at the centre of your studio and how the choice of system is absolutely vital. That initiative is called the Audio PC. Is it the Audio PC, or perhaps the Audio PC, or maybe the Audio PC? However you say it, theaudiopc.com is a new resource that I'm creating for anyone who's looking to make music on their computer. There will be articles explaining all sorts of the basics of computer music, what sort of audio interface to buy, tweaking guides for Windows, what sort of software you should be looking at, and how the whole thing all works together. I'll show you the best way to approach building your own computer for music, and also the reasons why going to a professional to get a proper system built is always going to be the smarter option. It's our way of putting good information out there to enable people to make music successfully on their computers, because that's what it's all about. You'll find this resource at theaudiopc.com, and it should be up and running sometime in October, but head over there now by all means just to see nothing at all. I'll try to get some kind of page up as soon as I finish doing this. At the same time, over at moltenmusictechnology.co.uk, we have launched the Audio PC as the name of our new range of drop-dead gorgeous, awesome, powerful, throbbing and extraordinary audio PCs. They come in three sizes. There's a mini, a micro and a standard. They're all based upon the same powerful Intel Skylake architecture, that's not easy to say, and have beautiful new aluminium cases. Alongside that, we've still got our celebrated silent systems, our laptops, and our powerful high-end systems for people who just want to push those boundaries away to infinity and beyond. The Audio PC is designed to be the heart of your studio and is going to help you make music for many years to come. So don't get stressed about choosing a computer for music or building one. Just come along to us and we'll sort you out. We'll do all the hard work and the heavy lifting for you, and all you're going to have to do is plug it in, start making music. That's how it should be, yeah? Well, that's what we do. Outside the Audio PC building business, I have a lot of things racked up ready for reviews and interesting articles. We have the Keith Macmillan K-Mix, which looks really interesting. Is it any good? I don't know. How's the latency? I don't know yet. How much CPU power does it take to run tracks through it? How easy is it to route things from here to there and make these bits work with that and stuff? And do we really like the white spongy stuff? Well, hopefully I can answer all those questions. I've got in-depth reviews of software coming like Reason 9, Morfestra 2 and Biotech. And I will have the ultimate illuminated keyboard showdown. I'll try to keep you updated with my Molten Music monthly magazine video, and I kind of nearly always achieve it. And finally, I get a lot of comments about the awesome shirts that I wear, but also how they're kind of getting a little bit long in the tooth. So I've decided to set up a kind of shirt fund. So if you feel so inclined, you can throw me $1, and as soon as there's enough, I'll go out and buy a new shirt. In the meantime, if you have any questions or tips or suggestions, I particularly enjoy the well-meaning tweaking advice I receive for the Surface. Then do get in touch. Email, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. You can write me a letter if you like. Comments on the YouTube channel are always great, and I will always reply. Well, you know, if it warrants a reply. So that about wraps it up. Anything else from you, Robin? No, I think that's good, Robin. Until next time, go make some tunes.